we always believed in you, and it was cool, man. That was definitely one of the highlights from being on the show.
Yeah. And now some of the judges, Blake Shelton, Anastasia Brown, what were they like behind the scenes? Were they instructional to you guys, or?
We never really got to see them.
No?
Just the producers didn't want us to, interact with them while we were still a contestant, just because they wanted it to be as real as possible and unbiased and stuff. But I mean, we met them aside from the show a few times. They were really nice, and it's when the cameras were on, that's when they got mean.
Yeah, a lot different than this year. I don't know if you watched it this season, but
yeah.
The judges were very interactive, and they pulled groups aside and worked with them, and it really wasn't like that with us. We were all basically on our own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, last season got a lot more help than we did.
It was our own arrangements, our own everything, so.
Were you guys a little jealous or angry at that they changed the rules?
Yeah, I mean, I was a little like, oh, I wish we could have gotten trained by, vocal coaches and all that, and.
Yeah.
But it's all right.
Yeah.
Do you guys still talk to some of the other contestants on the show?
Not really, no.
No, Whitney.
We try and keep in touch with Whitney, but it's hard. She's on the road a lot too.
Yeah.
Do you perform with any of them at all?
No, we haven't.
No, after the Nashville Star Tour, the summer after the show, I didn't really. No. We just kind of everybody. We were all from different parts of the country, and everybody kind of just went back home, and but I'm sure we'll have a reunion one of these days.
Reunion show.
Yeah. Why not?
Now, original song night. How was that?
It was great.
I didn't make it that far.
Well, I try not to brag, but no, I'm just I keep saying. That was good because, that's kind of what separates, a true artist to me from somebody who's mostly just a singer. It's if you can convey what you want to say and your thoughts and your feelings into your own song, and if you can do it well, then you're kind of on a different layer in my eyes, and that week was the week to showcase that. So that was really one of the main reasons why we both auditioned for the show, because at the time it was the only show that you can do your original music, and it's the only show you can play an instrument. And so I think that was week 5 on the show. That was my favorite week.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now, since Nashville Star is over, you guys have each kind of had your own personal success. You've released, is it 1 or 2 albums?
Since then, I have 2 total, but since then we did one together, or he produced it for me, but yeah.
Now, how has that record been accepted, in your opinion?
Well, I mean, I play a lot of the colleges, and that's pretty much my touring schedule right now, and his too, and I think it's been received pretty well. Yeah. I was happy with it.
They love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of.
My first album was a little more pop, and this one is a little more Nashville country. And
as far as production-wise and stuff, this one's really a lot big acoustic guitars.
Nashville players, and it was really, really fun to record too.
Now, your single that reached number 64, Rock and Roll in Pensacola, that one had some success to it, huh?
Yeah, got a little wheels behind it. Being a regional song, of course it was really big in Pensacola.
He's like Elvis there.
It's crazy when we go down there, man. But we had a lot of stations playing it across the country, and it could only go so far, just being so area specific, and it was kind of a spring break summer song. But hopefully have another single out soon this spring. But yeah, Rock and Roll Pensacola, it took me on a pretty fun trip. I mean, it was Nashville Star, and then the tour, and then I got to release that single, so that took me into a new world of radio tour and hitting radio stations and playing listener appreciation parties, and so that's what it's all about. It's you can get your song on the radio, then that'll open up a lot of doors.
One of your biggest quotes is, "I am country for those who are not country." What do you mean by that?
Well, I didn't really grow up listening to country, kind of more folky singer-songwriter. And the more I started to learn about songwriting and what that was, the more I was kind of drawn to country, just because I love the formula of it and the stories and the narrative kind of, technique. And then I moved to Nashville, and I mean, I'm definitely not twangy, like big hat country, but I completely appreciate country music and just have a passion for it. And I think the songs that I'm writing now are a lot, you know, it's kind of bringing both worlds together. I'm from the Midwest, and yeah, I think people who don't like usually listen to country usually come up to me after the show and say, you know, I don't really like country, but I really liked your stuff. So I guess that's what that means.
You wrote a song for Danielle Peck, "Do It For Me," and what was that like listening to somebody else record your stuff?
It's awesome. I mean, it's amazing. You know, just
It's on iTunes. You can go and get it.
It's on iTunes. Make sure you check it out. Both of them have fantastic music on iTunes, so make sure you check that out. Her entire album, is it both of them? Or
Yep, both are on there.
Both are on there. And his single that reached number 64, Rock and Roll in Pensacola, is on there. Check that out. As well as there's songs from Nashville Star, so in case you caught the season and you really liked it, you can check those out. They're still up there.
And Do It For Me is on there. No.
And Do It For Me is on there as well. Make sure you check that out. And hopefully you checked out the show Friday night when they were in Common Grounds Coffee Shop. I hope you checked that out. They were fantastic. And I am looking forward to seeing more from you guys. But as far as your tour goes, how far along are you in this year's tour?
It's kind of sporadic all over the place this year. We're in the Midwest for this week, and then up in Northeast next week, and we're kind of all over the place. But colleges have been really supportive, and it's been an awesome time touring in this circuit. So we really appreciate it.
You were voted Best New Rising Star.
Yeah.
How did you get that? How did you get that?
I just played a lot. I mean, think last year I played, you know, somewhere around like 100 shows, and he came with me on a lot of those and supported me and played with me through all those not so good shows sometimes. But no, it was just I was kind of a road warrior, and I got to spread my music, and it was a great year.
Some dream duets. Who would you guys like to duet with if you could?
Each other.
Yeah, I mean, I always, you know, ever since I was a little kid, I just said I always wanted to do a duet with Meg Allison, and finally now we're on tour together, so I don't know. Yeah.
Well, dreams can come true then, huh? What about you?
Yeah, same. I mean, I never thought that, you know,
Well, you don't got to butter each other.
No,
right?
I know, but it's so nice to be able to, you know, be able to sing together every night. And
yeah, that was always, you know, just to
find someone you can connect with musically is really hard, especially like, you know, songwriting and everything. So,
right.
Now, something that people just don't know. What is some secret talents that you guys would have? Josh, how about you?
I don't know.
he can eat an entire box of donuts probably in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, well,
That's a talent that you
I
should
love
want
donuts.
to.
My dad was a baker and just grew up eating donuts all the time.
And he doesn't gain a pound.
We all have really fast metabolisms, and yeah, I can eat donuts pretty fast. You drink Diet Coke pretty
So
fast.
do you.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
she can chug a can of Diet Coke in about a second, I think.
probably.
Now, you told Nashville Star that you could levitate. What's up with that?
Yeah, levitate.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
You can, I've seen it.
Yeah, well, you know, I lived in California for a little while, and I used to do a lot of, as corny as it sounds, I used to do a lot of children's magic, and
He's a good magician.
so yeah, maybe I'll show you a couple tricks later.
You care to demonstrate?
Yeah. Don't have the right, you know.
Don't have the right wires?
Don't have my cape, you know.
My cape, my hat, and my bunny.
Yeah. You know, we've been playing a lot of casinos lately, and we always stop off at the blackjack table.
Oh,
and
yeah?
We actually
It's been fun.
we're on a winning streak, and so we're professional gamblers on the side. So
Oh,
Well,
don't
that's
say
good.
that.
You guys consider yourself professionals?
No, oh my gosh, no.
Oh,
He
yeah.
just got me
Oh,
in the
yeah.
blackjack, and it's fun. I mean, you know.
Well, next time you're around, we'll have to play some cards.
Yeah.
I would love
see
to.
See who can take it.
Yeah, I'll try not to do any magic on you when we're playing.
Yeah,
too.
no levitating the cards.
Yeah.
Who are some current pop or current top country artists that have gave you guys some inspiration or kind of you wanted to be more like them just because the way they were successful, you admired it? Who are some for you guys?
Go ahead.
You know, just the singer-songwriter always have been, you know, a little bit bigger for me. It's not too current now, but you know, I grew up listening to like Willie Nelson a lot, and then he wrote his own songs and sang and had a unique voice, and he's always kind of been a big idol. But lately, you know, I don't know. I like